All right, we're going to multiply polynomials. So to multiply polynomials, you're going to have two monomials. That's a one term times one term. We're going to multiply the numerical part, the numbers, and then the variable factors. So when I do this, I write in this order. I do my sign, then my coefficients, and then my letters. Now letters are better called variables, but that's okay. So if I do that, if I multiply those together, I take a positive times a negative. It's a negative. 2 times 3 is 6. And x squared times x. Remember that if you're multiplying and the bases are the same, don't forget there's a little 1 on that x. This one here. If the bases are the same, you simply add the exponents. All right, now we're going to talk about distributing. If this -4 is being multiplied by this set of brackets, that means everything in the brackets has to be multiplied by -4. So I'm going to take -4 times a 3 and get -12. Then I'm going to take, -4 times a negative x, which is a positive 4x. Even if you have 3 terms, it's just that easy. Negative times a positive is a -4. X times x squared is x cubed. So you get -4x cubed. Next term. Negative times a negative is a positive. 4 times 3 is 12. X times x is x squared. Last but not least, I'm going to go -4x times a positive 1. Negative times a positive is a negative, and then 4x. Now, because I'm online, I'm going to skip the multiplying using algebra tiles. I'll show you how to do that when I come back. Let's go on to some homework, and let's just work on some multiplying. These are all quite simple. I believe I want you to do all of question 1. And I think all of question 2. But let's maybe go work on the bottom ones. Let's just do the bottom 4 questions. So let's talk about Q here. 2x squared times x squared. So everyone go down to Q, no matter where you're at, go here and let's do this. We're going to end up with 2x to the 4 because we're going to add those exponents. Then we're going to do the sign. Positive times a positive is a positive. And 2x squared times 3x, signs, coefficients, and letters. And that's all done. Nothing else to do. If I do R, I get 2x to the 4th minus 6x cubed. Sorry. Let's do S. Negative times a positive is a negative. 2x to the 4. Then a negative times a positive is a negative. 2 times 3 is 6. X to the 3rd. Don't forget there's a little 1 on. You have to add the exponents when you multiply. Of course, over here we're going to have a negative 2x to the 4th, and then a negative times a negative is a positive 6x cubed. So just carefully watch your signs. That's what they want you to see, that your signs change the answers. Okay, let's just go down to one more page. Go to the very bottom. I'll help you with some of the hardest ones at the bottom. Let's do W. Two x to the 4, but it's going to be a negative because of this sign. Now I'm going to take positive 2 times a positive 4 is a positive 8. And we're just going to write down the letters side by side. X squared and y do not go together until they can't change. Just write them side by side. And last, positive times a positive is a positive 6x squared and then a z. So that's what you do if you have letters that aren't the same base, then we just have to write them down the same. All right, good luck.